Does the pulse of our current generation bear the toxic rhythm of the 21st century? It's a question that stirs the pot, a question that ripples across the placid lake of generational discourse. In the grand tapestry of human history, every generation weaves its own distinctive thread. The silent generation, born between the mid-1920s and mid-1940s, was characterized by their resilience and tenacity. They weathered the Great Depression and World War II, emerging with a steely determination and a deep appreciation for stability and security. Then came the baby boomers, born in the post-war era of prosperity between the mid-40s and mid-60s. They were the generation of revolution, of civil rights and moon landings. They were ambitious, optimistic, and fiercely independent. Generation X, born between the mid-60s and early 80s, was a generation caught in transition. They were the pioneers of a digital age, yet grounded by the tangible realities of their boomer parents. They were the first to experience the dissonance of a rapidly changing world. And now, we find ourselves in the era of millennials and Generation Z, the children of the 21st century. But unlike their predecessors, they seem to bear a mark of toxicity. But why? What makes this generation different? Firstly, the advent of social media has created an unprecedented level of connectivity. Yet, paradoxically, it has also fostered a culture of comparison, cyberbullying, and isolation. The digital age has brought the world to our fingertips, but at what cost? Secondly, the 21st century has seen a surge in consumerism. The rampant pursuit of material wealth often comes at the expense of personal relationships and mental health. The me culture, driven by instant gratification and self-obsession, has stoked the flames of this toxicity. Finally, the current generation faces an uncertain future. Climate change, political instability, and economic inequality cast long shadows over their horizon. The weight of these global issues can breed anxiety, cynicism, and apathy. But it's essential to remember that every generation faces its challenges and criticisms. The silent generation was too compliant, the boomers too self-centered, Generation X too cynical, and now the millennials and Gen Z too toxic. Yet within each generation, there lies the capacity for change, for growth, and for progress. It's not about labeling a generation as toxic, but rather understanding the complex interplay of societal forces that shape their behaviors and attitudes. In conclusion, the toxicity attributed to the current generation is not a standalone phenomenon. It's a reflection of the evolving societal landscape. It's about navigating the digital age, the consumerist culture, and the uncertainty of the future. Remember, every generation has its rhythm, its pulse, and while the beat of the 21st century may seem toxic, it's up to us to tune into the harmony beneath the discord. Because after all, we are the composers of our own generational symphony.